Hey Rammers, this is Rue. Greetings, children of light, this is Salem. And you're watching Kiri and Rue. God, that feels so weird to say without Kiri being here. Where is she anyway? Apparently the software she was using that had the final script of the comic on it deleted everything and had to start over from the last chapter she wrote on another software. Oh. Yeah, well, that's her problem. And the audience isn't here for gossip, they're here for our MC of the comic, which you will be reading 5 facts about. Right. But wasn't this video originally animated though? Yeah, but the creator thought there was too much going on along with other stuff, so now we're doing this instead. Right. Then into the first fact then. First fact. Did you know that our main character, Quinn Lee, had the most redesigns out of all the characters in the comic? Yep. In fact, his hair was the most painful part of the designing process, due to the creator wanting to make his hair a wolf cut from inspiration of seeing Daisuke from mouthwashing, but didn't know how to draw it. So in the final design, we were finally able to manage getting the hair down after painful hours of drawing. Second fact. Did you know that originally Quinn was going to be a female? Yep. Although it was never officially drawn, the creator did confirm with me that if he was a girl, they would be an exact copy of his mom. But story-wise, it just made more sense for the main character to be a male instead of a female lead. But despite this fact, Quinn still came out feminine looking, decided that having a trait would make him more appealing since the creator thought that most male characters they saw always had the same generic eye shape, and in fact, they're not used to drawing male characters. Also, as a side note or a fact in real life, a lot of people have immediately thought he was a girl, but the creator thought the reaction was so funny to see when people found out he was a boy, making it officially a running gag for him now, and an essential part of his character. Yeah, that checks out, since someone in real life acted was Yuri. Third fact. When Quinn was originally created, he was supposed to have an entirely different name, but since the creator didn't write it down, due to the fact the comic was just an idea before finally making it into existence, so after they started planning the stages of the comic, they decided to go with the name Quinn after the anti-hero Harley Quinn. Side note, the creator apologizes if they got the anti-hero part wrong. They're not really a Morris fan, but enjoys the characters. Also, the creator wanted a prey and predator type of dynamic with the antagonist, with him with both names and personalities reflecting off of each other, making the bird nicknames and puns of the comic cute, until they're not. Fun fact number 4. Unlike other characters in the comic, Quinn's personality was the hardest to come up with. Not because there wasn't an idea for how the creator wanted to portray him, but due to the creator wanting to separate their personality and personal attachments from the characters as much as possible. Which, to clarify, when the creator was writing out the story of this character, it brought out a lot of issues and topics even they didn't know they were exploring. So when the comic does officially come out, there will be triggering topics and will be treated as much care as possible. Otherwise, Quinn's personality, he's but a sarcastic introvert who doesn't really like socializing or crowded places. But he does overcome these flaws over time when he meets a certain side character in the story. More on him later on. And fact number 5, a more happier fact to end off this video, and one of the Quinn's favorite hobbies is writing poetry and reading books. And in a happy ending, he would have become a book writer or a film writer for film industries. Sounds kind of boring, but I guess anything's better than what originally is going to happen to him. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and as the comic strip is getting closer to being finished, we'll release more character facts as the production goes by. Thank you for stopping by and for your continued support. The creator really appreciates your patience for the long wait since there are so many ups and downs when making this video, and we'll try to do better next time in pushing videos like this out. This is Rue taking a bow, and this is Salem saying farewell. You really need to make up an exiting line, and I don't care enough to do that. True. Anyway, bye!